Hey everyone, this is Brian doing a VR response for Shawn over at Fairweather Cards. His contest is that he would like to know a little bit more about each of the YouTubers outside of collecting baseball cards. And for me, basically, I born and raised here in Florida, the Sunshine State, and was blessed enough to live right across from one of the most famous places in the country, Kennedy Space Center. So when I was a young kid, I got to watch a lot of the rockets go up from the Mercury to the Apollo. And I'm a second generation employee, I guess, out there at the Kennedy Space Center. I've been out working out there for 34 plus years as an architect, and currently working from home the past 3 years due to COVID, and it's been a great experience and don't really want to go back to the office. But outside of card collecting, my main passion is my son, who has special needs. As some of you know, he's autistic, and he and I participate in Special Olympics, and he is a very good bowler. So he and I are a team, father-son team in Special Olympics bowling, and I'll show you some of the medals and ribbons that we've won through the years and that. And I also coach a group of kids on bowling every Saturday. We have a gathering together, about 20 or 30 of us, and we bowl at the lanes locally here. And also my other two passions would be my mission trips that I do to El Salvador and Honduras. I've been doing that for the past 10 years. I go down there about once or twice a year and just serve the people. It's a great experience, and you know, if anyone out there can ever do that, I would strongly encourage it. Gives you a new perspective on what's really important in life. And then my other passion that I have is music, and I enjoy playing guitar. My dad was a guitarist, and I guess it kind of carried over to me, and I'll show you a couple of the guitars that I play and own as well. But I'll turn the camera around and show you a couple more things. So I said earlier, my son and I do Special Olympics bowling, and these are just some of the medals and ribbons that we've won throughout the years. Been bowling together in Special Olympics since about 2010. And then back in 2017, we went to the Nationals out in Las Vegas, and we placed fifth place in the Nationals out there. Here's a picture of us at the beginning of the tournament with the balls that we had used, but it was the 2017 championship opening. But this is just a little plaque that we have on the wall here for all his accomplishments and all the medals that he's won. As I mentioned earlier, this is my little guitar setup I have here. It is a passion of mine. Play guitar, music, and just got a little corner of my living room here that I set up for a couple guitars. This is a Takamine that I bought several years ago when I first started playing. And then my most recent guitar that I bought, a nice Taylor guitar. Had to save up some money for that, but I've always been wanting a Taylor. They just make incredible sounding guitars and very good quality. So anyways, it just kind of gives you a short little look at my other passion of playing music. And last but not least, there are a couple famous sports individuals that some of you may know, Wilbur Marshall and Chris Collinsworth. These were two guys that I played baseball against, actually. I never played football against them, but baseball, because that was my sport. Wilbur Marshall played a little bit of baseball, not much. But Chris Collinsworth played baseball at a high school locally here. They were our rival, crosstown rivals. And I can remember playing some baseball against them. And also Wilbur Marshall, I got his autograph here. My wife did tax returns back in the early 90s and worked for a company and locally here. And he came in one day with his mom and wanted some tax services done. And she told me about it. She told me some guy named Wilbur Marshall came into her office, and I said, Wilbur Marshall? And I said, get his autograph. I got a card here. You can have him signed. So lo and behold, he came in a couple of weeks later, picked up his tax return from her, and she got an autograph. But again, both these guys, I know Chris Collinsworth made a pretty good career out of broadcasting. Wilbur was local in town, but fierce linebacker, and I got a picture of him with my team that I rooted for back then, the Redskins. But anyways, just to kind of finish up the video here, it's a couple guys that I was tied to and didn't really know them personally, but played against them in high school. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope this was a good video for Shawn there. And check out his YouTube channel as well and put an entry in for the VR. It's a pretty neat idea that he had. Thanks again, Shawn, for doing this. And as I always say, collect like you're a kid.